This is All Access Wrestling, and today we'll be talking about TNA.
Cody Mulligan, again, back at you. King Shaka Zulu, if you will.
And Matt Buchanan. I don't know, I don't have a catchphrase, so...
We'll work on that.
We'll work on that
Maybe one of the future episodes.
Probably.
Possibly.
I don't know. It may suck, so...
You'd have Matt Bull Buchanan.
Bull Buchanan, yeah. Where the hell did he go, anyways? Basically, since we don't have a name, we're calling them They 2.0. And they being, the day that's coming.
That came to TNA last night on Impact?
Yes, came to last night. And, it doesn't have a name. But, it consists of course, as you've seen, or if you haven't seen yet, check it out.
Check out your TiVo,
before you check out this.
Your YouTube.
But it has AJ Styles, if you haven't read, Kazarian, Beer Money, Crimson, Kurt Angle, and Scott Steiner.
Big Papa Pump.
Big Papa Pump. I use steroids. Not saying that at all. But
I thought you said you use steroids.
Yeah, I totally pump up. Pump.
And you just admitted to the whole world he's on steroids.
I'm on steroids. No, this group I think just randomly came because they thought it was going to be the main event Mafia, and we all thought that honestly. But since
Booker T and Big Kevin Nash,
Big
Daddy Cool Diesel, whatever you just call himself nowadays.
Yeah.
The WWE.
Yeah, it's
kind of put a monkey wrench in TNA's plans at the reunited the main event Mafia back in TNA. But Scott Steiner is there. A little bit of the main event Mafia there.
Yeah,
Kurt Angle
at least
and Scott Steiner.
I guess Kurt Angle's sort of there, but I mean, if you look back on history, the main event Mafia is more consistent on older guys, and being Scott Steiner. I don't see how he can personally wrestle. He's like...
He never really could.
He's just kind of like...
Even less of a good wrestler.
Just muscles. They got in your way. They really did. They're weighing you down, man. Muscle weighs more than fat, dude. I know. Also, Abyss out of action for a while. So
Crimson put Janice right into his back a couple weeks ago.
It looked painful. We're pretty sure that he's probably just selling it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, of course.
Well, of course, yeah, he's selling it, but
just chilling out, taking some breaks.
Yeah, I really don't know how they did that. Maybe they just stuck it in there gradually and get a bunch of cloth on the back, and we're just like, there you go. Now walk out there.
Just stuck it into him.
Just straight up, just.
You have to pay him that way.
Yeah.
Just kill him.
Yeah. But yeah, he's taking a break. I don't know. I think he's doing something in Tennessee or
something like that.
Kentucky or
Cincinnati,
something like that. Yeah, he's doing something for, I forget.
Maybe some promotional things for Lockdown, which will be in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yes, for Lockdown, and honestly, I noticed that for Lockdown they've done a lot of work on. They say it's not their biggest, but they do a lot of pretty good work about that. It's probably their second most, in honest opinion.
Well, at least for pay-per-views, though.
Yeah. I don't know. The cages are really weird, and...
I'm a fan of every single match in a steel cage, personally.
Yeah.
A little overkill in the cage matches, and they always seem to have a couple cage matches on Impact before Lockdown, too, which
I think WWE's done the same thing, too, though. I mean, honestly, because they have a pay-per-view based around...
Hell in a Cell,
Elimination
Chamber.
It kind of ruins the gimmick.
TLC.
It kind of ruins the gimmick behind the steel cage. It used to be, you feud, you do a really good job, you go into a steel cage, it means something. You all get bloody or whatever. I know it's PG now in WWE, but even in TNA, I mean, you might see blood, but it doesn't mean anything anymore, And I would love it to mean something again. And that'd be like something, when matches mean something again. I mean, there's barely matches that mean anything anymore, in my personal opinion. But we'll see how it goes, and maybe he'll do some pretty good promoting. I don't know. I guess why they're sending him, since he's in the main storyline. You think they would want to send somebody else that isn't in their big two storylines. I understand that maybe they're trying to get it over and they're trying to get it, promoted, but
sometimes I just don't understand what TNA does. Kind of gives me a headache to watch their shows sometimes.
yeah. As Kevin Steen said, I believe, he said that it physically makes him sick.
Makes me nauseous too sometimes, Mr. Steen.
Yeah, it's if you're watching this
I totally agree
somehow,
with you.
but it is a clusterfuck of crap. Excuse my language if there's any kids watching.
I'll be bleeping that out later.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just they do a lot of things, and I think they try to just stick it to the wall, like a lot of people have said, but it's just not working. They do some good things, and I'm glad that they've kept with some things, but they still, ever since they've had this popularity be on them, ever since they came out of the asylum, they're gradually just getting worse. I mean, they have one or two good things come up, and then they just drop them again. And it's just like, I mean, does everybody remember the Samoa Joe storyline? Does everybody remember where he got picked up by the van and they took him somewhere? And then that storyline went nowhere. He just magically came back and was like, he was going to tell everybody who picked him up, and then he was like, he dropped the mic, and that was the last we heard of it. He didn't mention it ever again. I would love to know where that storyline went. I'm waiting for it. Just like I'm waiting for the Raw Mystery GM to...
I'm sure it'll come sometimes. I always say TNA takes one step forward and like 20 steps backwards. So.
Yeah. You're getting nowhere, TNA. You're getting nowhere.
Maybe when Hulk Hogan returns, he can restore some order.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they really just need to return to the asylum, personally. Go back to their old roots. And have everybody...
grounds.
Yeah. Have everybody follow them, and then go to the asylum. I think, even though you won't have as big of a crowd, you will be able to get your crowd back. You'll be like, oh, that was good matches. And then you can come back out and actually come to Indiana. Come to Indiana.
Canceled it twice now on us.
Yeah, it's getting annoying. It really is. You suck at advertising. You want to do the next one?
Ric Flair might be out for a while. The torn rotator cuff. Suffered overseas against, I think, Douglas Williams he was wrestling.
Yeah. He really shouldn't even be wrestling.
That might be the end of his wrestling career. Torn rotator cuff is pretty serious business.
Yeah, if he comes back from that and just keeps wrestling, I give props to you. I really do. I don't honestly think you should be wrestling, but who am I to say, He's doing a pretty good job, and if you love to do it, I guess go for it. You say you survived a plane accident, so go for it. This can't be too bad at all.
The Nature Boy can do anything he wants.
Exactly.
Woo!
But yeah, now let's move on to Suicide. Now, Suicide is set to be, or has been, on Explosion. And since we don't get this in US, it's kind of like, who knows where it's appeared.
Maybe on the TNA YouTube account.
If this is a spoiler, I'm sorry, I really am. But if it's not, then you already know about it. But since most people don't know about it anyways, it's going to be a spoiler. I mean, unless you actually read spoilers, and then you know about it. But what we're concerned about is that, will it be Daniels? Will it be Kazarian? Will it be somebody else? We don't know. But what we do know is that possibly it looks to be Daniels. I mean, he just won the TV title. Will he be moving to TNA? I know that he signed a partial deal back, I don't remember, I think last year sometime. Maybe not even that, maybe the year before. I think it was last year, but it was early last year. He hasn't really done anything for him. He signed it, and then I think they just never used him. I don't know, maybe they did it on Explosion or something, I don't know.
Yes.
I didn't really read, but also Curryman could be returning.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that would be really interesting. It's gonna spice up TNA. Yeah.
Not a big fan of the Suicide character though. Personally.
Yeah.
From a very bad video game. They should kind of throw that behind them, pass them.
Yeah, and if it's a way to return Daniels, since he got, they get Was he fired off there? Or?
I think he had the got one of the briefcases, and he was fired.
Fired,
from that.
yeah.
The Feaster fired.
Isn't that the second time that's happened to him?
Yeah, probably. Who knows? I'm sure
It
he's
happened
been
to
fired
Curry,
several
man, so it's
times.
probably happened more than once. So, yeah. He says he's not Curry, man, but we all know you are. Also, Sting. He's still on the TNA page. What's up with that? I mean...
Maybe he's still in TNA, maybe he's not the guy for 2/21/2011.
Yeah, and you know, we discussed this in the last video. I mean, honestly, it could be him, and it looks to be him, but if he's still on the TNA roster, they really need to take him down. Are you guys just lazy, or...
It's like the false advertise.
Yeah, it's like... But they say he's a free agent. But if he's a free agent, I'm pretty sure... Why would you still have him on your page? I don't know. It's just a matter of not...
It's just TNA being TNA.
Yeah, it's... Will it be... Will WWE sign him, or will he stay in TNA, I guess, if they think that's where he is on the roster page. So, we'll see. We'll keep that update. We'll all know on 2/11/11. So, or 2/21/11. Sorry. But you know, honestly, I do hope it's Sting. It'd be something new, and I think that's the way he could get in WWE Hall of Fame.
I'd like to see it. Maybe a Sting DVD too.
Yeah, that could he could honestly possibly sign a Legends contract just like Kevin Nash did. So we'll see.
It's 2/21/2011.
Yeah.
All the answers will be given, hopefully.
Yep.
Hopefully Triple H is back by then.
Yeah, we're hoping. I know that he is, on a side note here, he is signed before the Raw WrestleMania. So he will be probably at WrestleMania, I imagine.
Hoping he's at the house show before that Raw, before WrestleMania 2, which is in Indianapolis.
So
March 27th.
we're hoping. Destination X and Victory Road have been flip-flopped. Destination X is now in July, and Victory Road is now in March. So
It's kind of interesting as to why they even bothered to move those around, but I guess it's TNA.
yeah, apparently speculation was that they get better, I think, buy rate on the X division or something with Destination X. So I don't know. I'm looking forward. That's my favorite concept of TNA, and it's something fresh and new. Every time I watch it, I mean, I've watched it quite a few times now, but it's still something different because you only see it once. So it's kind of like Money in the Bank. So even though they do that, I think 2 times now WWE. But
Something like that. WrestleMania, they're on pay-per-view, so they probably get about 3 times now a year.
yeah. So.
Be kind of interesting to see if they do Money in the Bank at WrestleMania this year, though, with the pay-per-view.
Yeah. Well, that will be it for All Access Wrestling, and we'll see you next time.
Check Zulu.